All right, NYIT 120, a quick word about Google's indexes. Now, when we search Google, what typically happens is we select keywords, we construct a query. So here's our input query, and the query is weighed against Google's index. Now, if we're mindful, right, very mindful, and if we pay attention to the specificity within the queries that we're constructing, what Google servers are going to do, or they're going to cascade you down to these deeper levels, right? These deeper level indexes. And at some point in time, what might happen is Google may say, you know, are you a human or are you a robot? Right? They'll question the veracity of your searches, and they'll say, are you a human being or is this a computer querying our index? And when that happens, then you'll have some sense that yes, indeed, you know, you're not a typical searcher, right? You're very mindful, and the queries that you've put together are using, you know, very interesting ways to tap into Google's index. So essentially, you're wrestling with the index. So, you know, an interesting query might be, you know, you're searching for a word within the URL field, and then you're saying, well, that document has to be a certain file type, right? And then also I want that document to come from a specific domain space. So this is a very, you know, this is a very, very specific query that we can input and weigh against Google's index. And what happens if we do this, and there are a variety of factors that I'm going to show you in terms of, you know, choosing these options, these ways of searching the metadata, the data about the data, but we can construct a query and it'll weigh it against the initial index, and then it'll go down to these deeper server level indexes, and then at some point they'll say, are you a robot or not? But that's a way of searching Google with controlled vocabulary. So it's not controlled vocabulary per se. You're searching other people's language. However, you're searching how the information was marked up. So, you know, you're searching the domain space, you're searching the file type, you're searching words within the URL, words within the title, words within the metadata. An example would be words within the tags, you know, within the meta tags, pardon me. So there are a lot of ways to do this, some of which we'll get into, but this sense of needing to get down to the deeper indexes to extract exactly the kind of information that we want, that's a fantastic point of view. All right, hopefully this is helpful.